friends, today we're here at Universal's Volcano Bay. This is the very first time that we've filmed a video at this park, which is crazy because we've been here so many times. But today we are going to check out some of the super unique attractions like the Krakatau Aqua Coaster.
We're also going to try some food that we've never had before that is unique to this park and show you guys why Volcano Bay is the best water park in Florida.
So normally when you get to Volcano Bay, the first thing that you have to do is find seats somewhere because the seats in most places are first come, first serve, and the ones with the good view of the volcano fill up really, really quickly. But today we decided to do something that we have never done before, and we splurged for the premium seating. So we didn't have to deal with seats or a locker when we first got here this morning. So instead, we ran straight back to Krakatau to get a return time.
So the premium seating, it's definitely a splurge. Like Anna said, it's not cheap whatsoever, but it is cheaper than the cabanas. So they have like private cabanas here, and today they were $1,000. And we're not $1,000 a day people. It's just not in our budget. But this was $223, I believe, $223, which is expensive. But we wanted to do it because A, we've never done it before, and B, we wanted to be able to give you guys, like, I don't know, our thoughts on if it's worth it or not. So at the end of the day, we'll tell you what we think about the premium seating.
So we're gonna give you a little tour of this premium seating. We're gonna do it like MTV Crib style. So welcome to our seats. So it does come with 2 seats, and they give you towels. We brought towels from home, but it looks like we're not even gonna need them today. It has this nice little sun shade that you can either pull up or down, so you can be shaded or not. You also get a little menu, and so there's a waiter that comes around, and you just like put your flag up if you want food or drinks, and then you can just order it straight from here, and they like bring it to your cabana, which sounds wonderful. There's also a QR code here, so there's like more stuff that you can order than just what's on the menu. And then it also has like a little lock box. We've got it locked with our stuff in it right now, but it's got a lock, and you got a little key that you wear, and it's pretty good size. So you can put all your valuables in here, and you don't have to worry about renting a locker.
Anna, you forgot the best part. On cribs, they were always like, oh, this is where the magic happens. And not once did I ever see them do a magic trick, so I'm not really sure what they meant by that. I think the first thing we're gonna do today is order some food. We did not eat this morning, and I am starving, and you're not supposed to swim on an empty stomach. I also think you're not supposed to swim after you eat, but I like to live dangerously, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the menu and try to, I want something light. Like, I just want something light.
That's weird. So I scanned the QR code because like we didn't really see anything on the menu that we wanted, and it just brought up like all the mobile order places at like all of Universal that you could potentially order at. So I don't know, like they said we could do it from here, but I don't really know how that works. So I'm gonna go ask. While I'm on my way to go ask, I don't have a lot of fears. In life in general, and specifically when we're talking about theme parks, we visit so many parks and we've ridden so many attractions that there's just not really anything that intimidates me anymore. But that thing right there is the exception. The Ko-O-Kuri body plunge, I am absolutely terrified of it, and I've been wanting to conquer this attraction since the very first time we came to Volcano Bay. I'll have to tell you all the story later, but I'm thinking that today might actually be the day. Like, I haven't even told Tyler that I'm thinking about this, but I really hope that I can finally like conquer my fear and ride it today. Okay, that makes way more sense. So I asked, and they said that like if you want them to bring it to your premium seating, then you can look at these menus and order anything off of it, but you order it through them. And if you order it straight through the app, then you have to go get it yourself. Today, we paid for the premium seating, so I am taking full advantage of that.
All right, so the food has arrived. I know that we said we were going to get some stuff that's exclusive to here. It's not this. This is just like a tropical fruit bowl, and I got a turkey wrap.
Yeah.
Both look really good. This is breakfast. We've got some stuff that we've been eyeballing for like the last 2 or 3 days that we're gonna get later. So this isn't the exclusive stuff. You can get this stuff like at a 7-Eleven, I'm sure. Not this exact one, but that style of food.
Except for maybe this. So I got a tropical fruit salad.
I think it's lychee.
What on earth is that? This scares me. Like the rest of the fruit looks great. Like I'm here for the rest of it. I don't know what this is. This is intimidating. I'll let you try it. And if you say it's good, oh, it's kind of slimy. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. How did I get suckered in to
You
try
bought it.
this first? It looks like some kind of like I swear I've seen seafood like that looks.
Oysters?
No, like I don't know what I'm thinking
Cod?
of. Maybe. Ugh, gosh, that's what I'm scared about. Is it's just gonna be like raw seafood, but okay, it's fruit.
Of course it's fruit.
I wasn't convinced by the looks of it. Like it looks gross to say the least. Like I've never seen fruit that was like beige in color. Like I don't know. It just looks interesting. I may leave the rest of those to you. It's not bad, but the look is just weirding me out. I'm gonna stick to my grapes.
I have never found a fruit that I didn't like. I love like. I'm not sure what that is. I thought it might be lychee. It might be lychee, but it doesn't taste like it doesn't taste like it doesn't taste like the lychee I've had before. The only time I've had lychee is in Hawaii, which this kind of feels like crap, but
I don't know why that just got me so off guard. That was pretty funny. It's something, that's for sure. There's something about like fruit on the beach that just hits different. There's like a beautiful view. This is some of the best fruit I've had in a long time, and I don't know if the fruit is actually that good or if it's just because this atmosphere is perfect. So earlier I mentioned that we got a return time for the Krakatau Aqua Coaster, and that might have been confusing if you've never been to Volcano Bay before. So when you like enter the park, when they scan your ticket, they hand you one of these babies, and this is your own personal tapu tapu. You can do all kinds of things here at the park with it. You can set up like pay through it, but the biggest thing is that you get return times. So there are no standby lines for any of the attractions here at Volcano Bay. Any of the slides, you have to use your tapu tapu to ride it. And some of them, they'll say ride now, and if it says ride now, you walk up, scan your thing, you walk right on. Great fun. But if they do have a return time, that's where this thing comes in handy, because you tap it and it tells you how long until your time to return to the attraction, and in the meantime you can just walk around and do whatever you want. You can get in one of the rivers, you can ride an attraction that says ride now, but you don't have to like waste your time here at Volcano Bay physically standing in line, which is really nice because some of the attractions like the Aqua Coaster and the Kokiri Body Plunge get really long wait times. So instead of spending, you know, like 100 minutes in line, you still wait in line, but you do it virtually.
And while we're talking about the tapu tapu system, our return time for Krakatau Aqua Coaster just popped up, so we can go ride that anytime that we want. With Krakatau, the reason that we went there early this morning is because it fills up. We've been here on days where it fills up by like noon, like, and they don't let you get a return time for it at all. So early in the morning, if that's something you want to do, go get that return time. But yeah, we are full, and it's time to go ride some rides.
God, that ride is so much fun. It's been way too long since we've ridden it, and like you forget how much fun it is, but it's like a mix of a coaster and like a traditional like water slide. I don't even know how it propels you up those hills. It's like magic, I swear. I love it so much. The only thing that I don't love about the attraction is like water just gets like splashed in your face the whole time. Every time I ride it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna bring goggles next time, and I have yet to bring goggles. I wore my sunglasses and I thought like, oh, like, you know, that'll help or whatever. It didn't. You definitely need goggles to be able to like see what's going on. Otherwise you're just like eyes closed in the dark, not a clue what's coming next, but it is so much fun.
It really is just like a super unique ride system. I remember the first time we rode it, like you go over the first little hill and then you launch up the next one. I was just so confused. I was like, there's not jets pushing me, there's nothing. And so I think it has to be magnets. Like there has to be magnets pulling you up, and there's magnets in the bottom of the thing. Like there almost has to be.
The first time I rode it, I was like, oh, like is it water? Like does the water launch us up? But magnets makes more sense.
No, but today we got a little bit of air, like in the last bit, and we got wet. We got soaking wet, and I'm getting wet from this thing right here. These little things, so you have to get away from those. I think they're to clean, like to either cool off the pavement or to clean your shoes from sand. But yeah, I think now I just kind of want to walk around.
Yeah, this place just has like amazing vibes. Like it just feels like you're on like a tropical island, and it's beautiful. So we're just gonna take it in and enjoy it. So I'm going to tell a little bit of a story on myself. There is only one attraction at the entire Universal Orlando Resort that I've never ridden, and that is the Kokiri Body Plunge. So the very first time that we came to Volcano Bay, I was going to ride it. I was all for it. And I walked all the way, the like 200 and something stairs to the top. It is the longest walk ever. And I got to the top and I realized it's one of those slides where like the bottom drops out. I don't like those. I don't like those at all. I've done the other ones here that do that and I'm not a fan. And I chickened out. And I turned around and I walked my hind end back down every 200 and whatever odd number of steps that there was. It was exhausting. So that is the only attraction I've never done, but I did just get a return time for it, and I think I'm going to try to conquer my fear and actually ride that today.
I think one thing that makes this park so amazing and unique is how secluded you feel. You truly feel like you're in like a tropical paradise somewhere. I remember the first time that we came here, we had just gotten done with a trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And we got here and we're like, are we back? Like, are we back in Hawaii?
Did we teleport?
Yeah, it is just such like a, I don't know, it truly feels like you're on a secluded island and it's right by the interstate.
Literally, I think what's funny is like you have no idea that you're close to an interstate at all until you climb up to like some of the slides where you have to go up a bunch of stairs and you look out and you're like, oh, like that's the interstate. It's right there. And there are a couple slides where like when you're getting off like one of the off ramps, it feels like the slide like almost comes out like over the interstate a little bit. It's wild that they were so successful in doing this because you feel like you are completely secluded.
Something else that's like kind of on the same vine is how close is Cabana Bay to this? Like I know you get that like, you know, everybody knows you have the entrance from Cabana Bay, but those two towers are like right here. Right
there. They are right there. Like it's crazy when you're in the park looking at it, like it feels like it is part of the park itself. This right here is the Tiawa Fearless River. I think I said that right. I don't really know. I do my best. I love this thing so much. It is by far my favorite attraction at this park. I could spend like an endless amount of time just floating around this river. It's basically like a lazy river, but instead of lazy, it's fearless. Like it's really fast. It's like rapids pumping you through and like you're in a little life vest. It is amazing. This and the lazy river are the only attractions at Volcano Bay that you can actually take a GoPro on. So here in a little bit when we go ride this, because we are absolutely getting in this thing today, we're gonna take the GoPro and give you like first-hand view of what it looks like fighting for your life in this fearless river. Make you pooey. The hunger has finally hit, so we jumped in line for the Feasting Frog. This is one of the few places that we've never eaten before, and the only reason that we haven't eaten here is because it's rarely open. To be fair, we don't come on weekends very often, but every single time that we have been to the park, we've wanted to get the tacos here, but it's never open. It's always closed. So while we have the opportunity, we're gonna try it.
That took way longer than it probably should have. We probably waited an hour, so I hope that it's good. Yours looks really good. We'll talk about mine. So I got the Pokeball. It looks good. Like it looks fine. The portion is what I'm concerned with. So the Pokeball I think was $15.99. And normally when you get a Pokeball, I was thinking like rice and all that stuff, and they're generally pretty big. This is just like, this isn't much. It's like plantain chips, all this, but it could be delicious. Like it could be the best thing I've ever eaten. I don't know, but for the size, $15.99 is wild. So luckily, it is very good. It's got like a great balance of sweet. There's a little bit of spice in there. I think that's like some mango, and it's got the onion, the red onion that just cut through everything. But we're gonna go back to the size. This is not a lot of food for $15.99. Like if you're here, you know how it is. If you have a pool day, you're hungry. Like I don't know what it is, but laying around, the sun just drains you, and you're always getting hungry when you're swimming around. So if I was like really, you know, famished, and I was looking for a meal in the park, I'd probably avoid this. I was expecting so much more. I was expecting to get some rice and like all this stuff. I don't know. It's very good. The taste is great. I just wish there was more to it.
So I got the carne asada tacos. I love tacos. I'm always here for a taco. I do think that tacos always need salsa on them, so I'm gonna douse this in some salsa. Before I dig in, I am loving like the red tortilla shells. It's so pretty and the meat looks absolutely delicious. So let's give it a try. Woo! Okay, the flavor is delicious, but the spice level is a lot higher than I expected. I don't have a super high spice tolerance, but like when I buy salsa at the grocery store, I buy medium salsa, so I'm not like a complete baby about it. These are spicy. Like, I'm gonna need more to drink than we currently have to get these down. They're that spicy. Flavor's delicious, but forewarned.
That they're hot because of the volcano. Wow. Okay, those are actually kind of spicy. I have a higher spice tolerance than Anna, so I don't think they're like burn your mouth hot, but they're way like, I think they should have like a little pepper beside of them when you get them on the menu. They might. Actually, I have no idea. They might have had a volcano. They just put a volcano beside of it. Oh man, I'm so smart with marketing. Yeah, they're a lot spicier than it was. And I thought it was the salsa, but I tried the salsa by itself. Definitely not the salsa. It is whatever, like sauce or whatever they cook the carne asada in. That is where all the heat's coming from. They're good. They're really good.
This is post-taco consumption. They were warm enough that they have made my sinuses run a little bit. So yeah, definitely spicy tacos. My mouth is still absolutely on fire. Those tacos were great, but all it's made me want is the Waturi Fusion. So it's like a specialty ice cream thing that they have here at Volcano Bay. It's like fruity and delicious. I'm usually not even like a fan of fruity ice cream, but it is so good. When y'all see it, you're gonna understand what I mean when I talk about like how amazing it is. But yeah, my mouth on fire. I need ice cream. Made our way back to our seats, but on the way we walked through the volcano, and for the very first time we found Vol, the spirit of the volcano, awake. Normally when we walk through there, she's, I guess, sleeping and not willing to have a conversation. I don't know if there's a way to like wake her up if she's asleep. I don't really know how that works, but I did get to have a nice conversation with her, and she gave me some advice as far as the Ko'okuri body plunge goes. She told me that, you know, if it doesn't work out today, that it's okay, and there's always another time to do it. So that did make me feel a little better, even though I am hoping to check that one off my list. There's also a bunch of really cool like tapu spots where you can like tap, and there's interactive stuff. There's one where like some really pretty lights come on inside the volcano. There's one that like blows air and plays music. There's another one where you tap it and then can like shoot people with water that are outside the volcano. I like that one probably the best, but I don't know, they're just fun.
Yeah, all those tapu spots, they kind of remind me of the power-up band at Super Nintendo World. Like, we're running around collecting coins. There's no system here except you just collect souls, because you watch people who are in the river and then you spray them with water and they're just like, you can watch them crumble and they like look up. It's like you're in the water. Like, it's fine. Like, you're not getting more wet. There's no such thing as more wet, I don't think. Unless you're on Popeyes and Blue Nose, then you get like more wet than wet. Yeah, but I don't understand. I don't know if y'all heard it. You can hear, like, every once in a while you hear like a thump, thump, and that's the people going down the slide that Anna's gonna go on. I got a return time too, but I'm much more interested in getting some footage of you coming down it. Like, that's my main objective. Yeah, to be fair, when I chickened out the last time, you did it, so you've done it before, so if you don't want to do it, I'm okay with that. I don't know. It's threatening hearing that sound, like the trap. There goes the trap door just out from under their feet. Tyler just went to the restroom, and I don't think he realizes how nervous I actually am for the Ko'okuri body plunge. Like, there's something about those trap doors that like fall out from under your feet that just, I don't know, they freak me out. And then that one, instead of like, you know, the other ones that I've done kind of like serpentine and they're not just straight down, this one it's straight down, and I'm looking at it right now. It is a long way down from the time that you start falling. So I don't know. It freaks me out. Hopefully I can get through it today, but there is a chance that we have a repeat of the last time.
We only have 3 hours left before this park closes for the day, which seems crazy. We've just been having so much fun, and there's still so much that we're wanting to do. I think the next thing on our agenda is the Fearless River. We both have professed our love for it, and I am waiting no longer. Like, it is time to go get in the Fearless River right now, and then there are several other things that we're hoping to get done after that. So fingers crossed that we can make it work for the time.
You ready?
Let's go!
I need the chaos to start.
I know. They don't have the waves running right now, and I'm sad. I need waves. I need it to be chaotic in here. Oh gosh, here we go. Let's turn it and pick it up quick.
It's definitely back on, and you got to be ready when it comes on, because we are like going 10 times faster.
Gotta stick together.
Buddy system, buddy.
This is the best. You're about to hit some waves, right?
Oh God.
Came out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Stay with me.
I'm trying to leave you. You know what my favorite part of this is, though?
What?
I mean, other than just itself. It's a little hack for y'all out there. You wear your Apple Watch, and it just thinks that you're swimming for 20 miles an hour for a few hours. You get like 3 dinners. It's great.
When the waves come through, it's like boogie boarding in the ocean, but better because there are no sharks. I love sharks, but I don't want to be shark food.
One more lap?
One more. 10 more. Ah, I got you. This is the problem with getting in the Fearless River, is that I never want to get out. Like, I just want to keep going around and around and catching the big waves and floating.
One more.
You want to race back to the next exit? Like, we'll actually get out this time, but like to the next exit. We will de-buddy system.
The next exit or the original exit?
You pick.
The original exit.
Okay, the one we got in at?
Yeah, no swimming.
Okay, no swimming. 2.
You just pushed me. I'm about to cheat. She is definitely swimming. 100% she's swimming.
Oh God, I don't know if I've laughed that hard in a long time, but you're a cheater, and I definitely won that.
Oh my gosh, that was so much. Oh, it's just so much fun. So you think I cheated?
I do think you cheated. So I don't know if y'all caught what happened, but we were racing to see who could get around the fastest, and I was winning by far. And all of a sudden I look over at Tyler, and he motions and mouths the word, "I'm gonna go again."
We were at the exit. Yeah, we were at the exit. I had already beaten him to the exit, and he goes, "I'm gonna go around again," and like was on the far wall, like he wasn't getting out. And I was like, hey, like I'm not gonna let him have an extra lap of fun without me. So I start like dashing over to the other side, even though I'm like at the exit. And then he pulls like a double switch on me and then starts going to the exit and like beat me to the exit. But I was there first. I mean,
I won.
Rules are rules.
I am the winner.
Whoever crosses the finish line, winner. Ding ding.
We're gonna order a little bit more food while we're sitting here, but I'm gonna go reapply sunscreen. Pro tip, if you're here, reapply your sunscreen. Just because you put it on in the morning doesn't mean that it's gonna last all day, and we don't wanna leave here looking like lobsters. So sunscreen, put it on. Also, we have a lot of other tips for Volcano Bay that don't have to do with sunscreen. So if you guys want to see like a Volcano Bay tips video from us, give this video a thumbs up. We might do that soon, which is just an excuse to come get in the Fearless River again, but give it a like.
So apparently Anna put on her story about the lychee earlier, because that's what it ended up being. Like, took a picture, we have like 100 people be like, hey, that's a lychee. And I had the response that it didn't taste like lychee. I wasn't thinking of lychee. I've never had lychee before. That's my first time having lychee, and I love it. It's really good. I've had rambutan, or however you say it. Remember in Hawaii?
Aren't those like the spiky things?
I had rambutan. I thought it was lychee, but it was rambutan. So there's my confusion. I like both of them. But lychee is I'm gonna start buying lychee. Apparently it's a thing down here. Like, I want it.
It was good. The texture was a little strange, and like it did look like a little like piece of fish, but other than that, it was good. Okay, so there has been clarification on how the whole QR code right here works with the mobile app. Apparently, when you scan the QR code, it tells the app that like you're here, you're in the premium seating, and like what table you're at, like we're number 18. And so then when you order stuff, it automatically gets brought to your premium seat. So like you can put the flag up and like wait for a server to come to order, or you can just use your phone and order it, and it automatically knows to bring it over here. So that makes way more sense. So we did that, and now we're waiting on our food.
Today, I know we've said it a couple of times, but today has just flown by. It's been so much fun. But we have a couple things that we're wanting to do left. Are you gonna follow through with the curry? What's the
Curry?
Curry. I told you I don't know how to say the names around here, but are you gonna follow through with the body plunge?
I think so. I'm sitting here staring at it. I really think today is going to be the day. I love how we got seating that is just like directly in front of the tube, and I can just hear it and see people. There goes somebody else.
Your reflection in the glasses.
That's perfect. But I just went and asked, and I have literally until 6 to get in line, so I still have a little bit less than 2 hours to make up my mind, but I think so. I really think today is going to be the day.
Why don't we make the Waturi Fusion, that ice cream that is so good. It's so good, I cannot wait. Like the reward for doing it. Actually, we can get it regardless. Like I don't want you to feel like you have to do it, but we'll get it afterwards, after you walk back down, or we go get it. So it feels like
it's my prize regardless.
Yeah, it's your prize for considering it.
And our food has been delivered. We got some kind of pork belly pizza. I don't really remember what it was called, but woo, that thing. That looks amazing. I don't know what the yellow stuff on it is, but I am here for it. You work up such an appetite. Like when you're in the water, like just an hour in that Fearless River, and I'm ready to devour this thing.
So this is the pork belly Bianco pizza. So it's got pork belly, plantains, some sort of like delicious looking sauce on it. I can't wait to dig in. Also, I know I sound salty. This is $13.49, and it looks like way more food than that, than what I had earlier. I think I would cut somebody over this. Like, I heard somebody say that the other day, and I thought it was the funniest thing. I would seriously fight somebody over this, though. This is so good. I'll say without a doubt, this is one of the best things I've ever had at Universal. It's like delicious. The plantain, like that sweet plantain balances out like the salty pork belly. And it's just like it's the right amount of crisp, but it's also kind of like gooey with all the cheese. This is insane. This is what I should have got. Like 100%. Now I'm even more upset that I paid like $16 for that poke bowl when this existed. I should have had 2 of these.
That is delicious. Like, that's just what my body needed right this second. Like, I just wanted something like flavorful and delicious and not spicy. And that was exactly that. Like, the pork belly is so good. I kind of think it has plantains on it. I'm not really sure, but I got a bite with like everything mixed together, and it was so good. Like, there's so much flavor. There's just enough salt. There's a little bit of sweet. It's nice and fatty with like the pork belly. Yes, like if you were here, get this. Also, you can't be in like Orlando Island paradise and not get some kind of like beachy drink. So this is the Volcano Bay rum punch. I love a good rum punch. Like, it's just delicious. This thing looks so cute and like fruity. It comes in this adorable souvenir cup that you can keep, and I am gonna start drinking this now. Yes, I feel like that kind of summarizes how I feel about this drink. It is so good. Now, to be fair, this drink might as well have been curated for me. I love rum. Rum is my favorite kind of like alcohol, and it's very sweet and fruity. It's not like cloyingly sweet though, because sometimes when you get like a tropical fruity drink, they kind of go overboard with it. This has that kind of like tart, refreshing quality that like good lemonade has. I am a very, very big fan of this, and I get why this drink is like the Volcano Bay drink, because it is delicious. I have a feeling by the time I drink the rest of this, I'm gonna have the courage to go on Ko'o curry.
If there's anything better than this at this park, I've got to find it, because I just don't think it's possible. I know we've talked about it beyond enough, but every time I take a bite of it, it's like, crap, it's the best. Like, it is so good. And forget tacos, just fold it up. Like, if you're craving tacos, just get the pizza. This is amazing. Like, this is honestly, like, it might be my new favorite at the parks in general. Like, I might like this better than the crepes. I might like this better than everything. This is delicious.
I'm gonna need you to repeat what you just said.
Oh, about the drink? It actually is really good. I don't like alcohol. I think alcohol tastes like fingernail polish remover. This one doesn't. This one's like delicious. I would also say this is dangerous because it is delicious.
I'm so nervous. Like, there's not much that gets me this nervous in terms of like attractions, because I don't know, like coasters, you're like cinched in there and like, I don't know, you just feel secure. Having the floor drop out from under my feet doesn't really feel secure. So I am extremely nervous, but there's no way I'm not walking back down the stairs again.
Hey, listen, I'm proud of you. Also, good luck.
Thank you. I feel like I'm gonna need it. My hair's crazy, but I'm gonna leave my hat right there so I don't lose that. And
I'll be waiting for you.
Here goes nothing.
Whether she does it or not, I'm so proud of Anna. She's just like so strong and so brave. Anytime I'm afraid of something, she's the one who gets me through it. And then, of course, anytime she's afraid, she just gets herself through it because I can't help her. But regardless of whether she does it, if she does it, I think she'll have a ton of fun. But whether she does it or not, I'm so proud of her for at least trying to face it, because she's been so against doing this. I just can't believe it, because I did not think she would ever get on there. How was it?
Oh God. I inhaled a lot of water. My heart rate hit like 160 when I was waiting. I'm gonna be honest, I think the stairs were worse. Like the anticipation, like I thought as soon as the door closed, because like you get in this tube and the door closes, I thought I was gonna go instantly. There was a good like 20 seconds, and oh man, that might be the last time I ever do that.
I'm so sorry that I missed you coming out. I like watched the people walk up in front of you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna wait for them. I like had it in my head, and I was like, I'll just wait for them, and then I'll record, because I don't like, I'll be honest, I don't have that much battery life left.
So I'm still out of breath from the stairs. When I got up to the very top, the couple that was in front of me, they were standing there trying to catch their breath. And so I was standing there trying to catch my breath too, because those stairs are wild. But then some kids with their dads came up behind us, and the kids were like ready to go. So they went first. And then all of us adults are standing there like panting, because that was
still young.
Like it was rough. And so I was like, I'll go next. So I volunteered to go after that, because everybody else was struggling, and I was like, I'll go.
It's a moment I really wanted to capture, but the best part was seeing you get out of there, because it's exhilarating, it's fun, but it is like, it's a different experience.
It's wild. Like the most intense part is like waiting for the floor to drop out from under you.
The music?
Yeah, it gets like dramatic, and then like you can't breathe for a minute because there's just water like all over your face, so you can't like take a breath. But yeah, honestly, like I think the stairs might have been the worst part. like I said, I think the stairs were the worst part of that, but don't let that like deter you from doing that, because I feel like everyone should go down that slide at least once. Like that's one of those moments, I'm not gonna get too sentimental, where you just have to live life, you know, like you just have to do it, even though it's scary. And I was terrified. It took me like, I stutter stepped like 4 times getting into the tube because I was not ready to do it. But finally I was like, whatever, like we're doing it, we're getting in this tube, and whatever happens, happens. And it's worth it. Like, talk about some adrenaline when that floor drops out from under you. You need to experience it.
Okay, we got them. We got the reward. They're melting so fast. They are. I've got it all over me. It does, like, it's every day. It's every day. We're gonna eat these and then we'll get back to you. So this is the Waturi Fusion that we've been talking about. Yeah. As you can see, mine is deteriorating fast. There's 2 things that are guaranteed in this world. 1, I'm gonna spill something on my shirt, and 2, ice cream melts faster in Florida. Like as soon as you get stuff, it's just melted.
It really is.
So this is like it's a vanilla soft serve with some flavoring mixed in. So it's blue raspberry, orange, strawberry, and banana.
Yeah.
And it is just the best. Like it is the best. When you have this, you're like, I am at Volcano Bay. Like it is just the quintessential Volcano Bay treat. And there is one thing that I've learned also today. The move is a cup. Anna has it right. I have it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The cone is just so hard when it's 95. It's just so hard. So after all day with the premium seating, I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would, but I really enjoyed it. As much as I did. Like I was just like, oh, it's just some seating. But like having the camera equipment and stuff and being able to put it in this locker, and then not have to worry about running back and forth, so convenient. So convenient. Like it made my life today, recording, a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it as well. I could see how like if you had more than 2 people, it might not be great because it is like seats of 2. But having the locker was super, super convenient. The only other thing that like I wish was different about this is that you can't keep a running tab all day.
Oh yeah.
So anytime that like you put your flag up and order food, you have to like give them a card and pay for it on the spot instead of, you know, having like a tab all day and then paying for it at the end. I feel like that would make it a little bit more convenient, but like that's a really small gripe. And if you mobile order, then you don't really have to deal with that either. But yeah, it has been amazing. It's super convenient. The views are awesome, and I love having the little like cabana shade.
Yeah, as somebody who burns a lot, this has been like a lifesaver for her. She's been like, like crawling up in there like a little vampire.
Yeah, it's nice. It helps to stay out of the sun, and it also helps like keep all your stuff cool. So I'm a big fan. It is expensive, but I did really enjoy it.
One last view of the beautiful volcano here at Volcano Bay. Yeah, today was great. Yes. Today was amazing. I'm glad we finally came out here and did a video. And like Anna said, if you want to see that tips video, please let us know, because we'll come over here and give you all of our best tips and let you know how we had the greatest day ever today. But thanks for hanging out, guys. If you want to check out this video, YouTube thinks that you'll like it, so you should check it out. We'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.